There are 5 perennials that you should not cut back in the fall. The first one is lavender. Lavender is a Mediterranean plant that likes dry environments. If your winters are cold and wet, you might want to wait on cutting back your lavender until spring. The cold temperatures and the wet environment will cause your lavender to rot. The best time to cut back your lavender would be right after a last hard frost. So any temperature that is 28 or below, that is considered hard frost. Right above that is safe to cut back your lavender. The second plant is hardy hibiscus. Hardy hibiscus has hollow stems. Water can penetrate the stems and it can cause the crown to rot. So the best time to cut them back is in the late spring, just right before their foliage starts to emerge. The third plant on the list that you should not cut back in the fall is roses. Even though roses might be hardy to zone 5 or zone 4 sometimes, they are very susceptible to the humid environment and to the cold temperatures. Their canes can have winter dieback, so waiting until the early spring to cut back your roses is the ideal time. This way you can prevent winter dieback because there's a layer of branches that offer protection for the lower branches. You can also offer your roses some winter protection by caging them with some chicken wire and putting some leaves around them to insulate them for the winter and prevent winter dieback. The fourth plant on the list to not cut back in the fall would be Russian sage. Even though Russian sage is super hardy, it can experience winter dieback. And you want to prevent that by waiting until the early spring to cut it back. And finally, the fifth and the last plant to not cut back in the fall would be some of your grasses. Not all of the grasses, some grasses can be cut back in the fall, but some of your grasses that you do not want to cut back are those that can experience crown rot and those that have super hardy stems in the winter that will provide a beautiful structure in the winter landscape. And those grasses would be the grasses that are in the miscanthus family and the panicums.